you think?
For what?
Khalid.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's a
I fight for
perfect.
my dreams.
Okay, what's that?
Huh.
I mean,
Oh, of course,
Ah,
the
it is a
Paquito they
Paquito.
mentioned.
it's almost like I know a
And the
Malaysian team.
persecuted.
Wow. You know what? Maybe you should try
So long
joining
as I can
Homeboys.
breathe,
Or
Oh.
the Indonesian team.
goes on.
As an analyst, perhaps.
I don't know.
You know what? I think you're fit for a Southeast Asian Games coaching.
Or a translator. You can be
That's-
a translator. You
that's
know.
a-
I like how you're setting it up, and then he brought to a
I know.
different.
It was
You know
a
what?
very good setup
It was
already.
a very-
Ah.
Yeah,
Go
it's
back
okay.
to translator.
It's okay. He, you know.
Okay.
We have a lot of history. He's coming in.
Yeah,
We're from the
I
past.
don't know about
He's
that
the present. But either
Yeah.
way, jumping into this game,
Oh
in
my
case you
God.
didn't catch it, I'm
Yeah.
trying to pull out his analyst roots,
Yeah.
and he wants to pull out my analyst roots.
Yeah.
You have an analyst roots?
Yeah. You probably don't know
Let's
this.
go into the game.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's
We'll
fine.
tell you about the story later on.
All right, all right. Well, let's just see what's going to happen near in the future. We have talked about the past, we have talked about the present. Now we need to see what's going to happen in the future. Team Homeboys go up again into the challenge. Maybe it is a match point for them, or maybe it is the tie for Team Geek Fam. Geek Fam right now, they have to do more than their best. They have to play, for my side, I say a little bit aggressive, but
Yeah.
seems to be like we don't agree on that. So let's see together. Will it be
Yeah.
Geek Fam or Homeboys?
I would say in this draft, if they want to go aggressive, they can. It's just that there's a lot of ways, well, mostly Zorn and Sapai, they can punish.
Yep. Well, Marky able to mark Rizel in that regard. I think that Geek Fam have shifted their focus. Now their position 1 or their hyper carry, I'd say, is going to be the Joy instead of the Brody, which is typically the gold laner as
Yeah.
the hard
Carry.
hard carry. This
Ah.
time it's different.
No, I would say in this kind of situation, it really goes to Geek Fam, like what are they really focused on? Because they have a Florian, and Florian is more protecting rather than engaging, even though you have a way to stun up the opponents. But Geek Fam having the Brody as well as Joy, they have a lot of opportunities to get a lead in the early game. I'm just not so sure if Florian can help that. I kind of feel
That
like
was close.
Florian just make sure you don't die.
There is like a lot of things happening in the screen right now, but there is no use out of any of it.
Yeah.
We have seen some stuff like being pulled off there in the left corner, but again, no damage enough, and also on the right side, no damage enough. What is that?
Yep.
What is that?
They're
What
just
was
farming.
that?
Literally
I
just
don't know,
farming.
just like passing by, like, hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm passing through the mid lane.
Honestly, for both teams, they're really trying to, because again, this is at a professional play. I feel like both teams feel like my natural instinct is to go in. But something tells me that's a very bad idea. So both teams are trying to like bait out the opponents like, hey, I'm alone. Can't you see that I'm alone? Don't you want to come for the kill? So both teams are understanding each other. It's like, I know that's a bad idea and you can't convince me otherwise.
Chibi and Nail are trying to get a level advantage over each other. Look good
Oh,
upon-
he cannot find that trigger. Oh, look at Warlord. He uses the penalty zone against his own owner. Luke might go down. Nail also can get Zorn
Oh, the
down.
heal.
Zorn is still alive, but he doesn't have the flicker. Chibi is trying to get in. The first kill is being popped off by that Minotaur. He rages. And the first blood as well as the second kill goes for the favorite team,
Oh.
Homeboys.
Very bad decision coming out from side of Geek Fam, especially because they tried to team fight to get the levels first before they try to team fight. Now Chibi's level 8.
For me, it's quite confusing what team
Yep.
Geek Fam are doing at this
Yep.
moment.
And Nael just this dying as the Joy for level 1 first turtle. That's criminal, as Mr. Assassin Dave would say. That's criminal.
Yeah, again, the thing that I want to say is just that Geek Fam, if they want to go aggressive on Homeboys, this is not the draft to do it because the Florian is more passive than aggressive.
Yep.
And Homeboys, they can punish aggression because we saw how the motivational roar coming in from Zorn
Yes.
basically made sure that he survived. That's number
Yes.
one. And then when they want to re-engage, he just knocked them up. Going up against a Minotaur, you really have to make sure when you're diving your opponents, you're already considering all the facts. It's like, okay, someone has to sacrifice themselves for someone else to shine.
Yep.
But if you're going in alone, you're not going to shine and you're going to get sacrificed.
This is why I like the Minotaur against Assassins, because you are literally protecting your team, and you have a motivational roar as well.
Well, Zone might just trigger his open, but he just decides to go back. Everyone falls back for the side of Team Homeboys and Geek Fam as well. And at this point, I don't actually know what does it take for Team Geek Fam to control that game. They are just, I don't know. I think they are missed. Like, they are not in the right mindset right now, Team Geek Fam.
I agree.
Right now, looking at Zorn getting the vision, but Marky is able to find out that Chibi was there. You can definitely see Homeboys trying to bait it out. 1.5k goal lead here. Oh, Rizal taking quite a bit of damage.
He did mark Rizal, but it's just not enough amount of damage. Sepa might can get that kill, but again, I think it's just about the cooldown at this moment.
Yep.
And also, he have been cutting all the waves for Luke.
Dude, this is Sapakito, man. Like, this is very
Oh, the electrifying beats, but Loiski, but Zorn is trying to get the best out of this team fight. Marky might go down. Chibi also might go down. Bill A-Boy is trying to deal a lot of damage, and the damage so far wasn't enough. And we can see here that Warlord and Zorn fall back after taking one kill.
Once Warlord. The Warlord Black Shoes away.
Very nice spell to copy. I think it's still Homeboys winning that team fight. Fortunately for Geek Fam, they found a good opening onto Rizal. I wonder if he didn't have the Purify back then, or maybe he deemed it too late to pop it. But now he has the Purify. And they are switching lanes.
But this game is actually quite confusing at this moment. I don't know what is like the plan that both teams are trying to apply.
Well, at this point, Homeboys, they want pressure on the Riverside. They want to make sure that they have 51% of the map so that they can have majority vote if they want to go very heavy in their engage or just making sure that Geek Fam is out of farm. So this is a natural way that Homeboys plays. This is how they get the 51% of the map.
That is so wonderful for Sepa. He's able to steal the orange buff and nobody caught him.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's a
Paquito.
He's found right now. But again, as I said, the game is confusing as I have never seen before. I don't know what's actually going on. Geek Fam, they keep on doing a lot. I'm not gonna say mistakes, but they are not doing anything actually that can prevent Homeboys from what they are doing.
I would say they're trying to prevent a mistake from themselves because this is the way that one of the professional teams have been playing. They put up a very scary face by saying that I'm a big threat. If you try to fight, then you're gonna lose a lot. Yeah. So Homeboys is putting up a scary face, and Geek Fam is trying to avoid that.
Yeah. And the overall effect of this is that Geek Fam will have to just wait for a moment where Homeboys is making some problem.
Warlord was a good damage on Baloyski, but Baloyski goes back. The Black Shoes is just there for Warlord to use, but I don't think that he's gonna use it at this moment. Zorn is just doing Zorn things here at the river, and everyone again and again and again. And every team fight goes back.
Hey, Kaiba said 51% is all you need. That's all that Homeboys is trying to achieve.
Yep. A win is a win. And what, 25 recalls per second. Per second.
Per 0 second.
Per... Man.
In 0 seconds. The map checks out. The map checks out. It is 25.
Yep.
Okay, so now Homeboys, they're in the driver's seat. Is their game to lose? Geek Fam, we've seen the power of Joy. Joy against Nolan. In later stages of the game, the Joy is going to out-damage the Nolan, especially because you have AoE damage. You could hit Marky. You could hit Rizal as well as Chibi. So it's not a perfect game for Homeboys just yet.
I agree. At the same time, though, you cannot put a comparison to the previous game because previous game there was Ixia. This time it's just the Brody, which might not be the best unless Marky plays like a mean Brody. But overall, I think draft-wise, Homeboy still has the better mid and late game.
They are just building up more and more and more to what they have. Team Homeboys so far are taking whatever they want without even trying.
Yep.
This is what I would say most teams are trying to achieve. Get as much as you can by paying as little as you can. And now Zorn and Warlord, they're trying to make sure that Geek Fam stays in their own lane.
Zorn! Rage is on Marky. Just falls down. Zorn continues to annoy the enemy troops, but now they go back. Team Homeboys takes 2-1 in exchange.
Wow. Finding Marky was perfect for Homeboys. Additional pickoff. And then Baloyski right now is not having a great time. 0-3-1. just went for the fleeting time. That's why he got melted down by the members of Homeboys very easily.
Very ambitious.
Very ambitious indeed.
Do you think that going for he just sold it? I saw Joy having a Guardian helmet. Do you think that at a certain point Joy can use a semi-tanky build?
I don't think so.
I don't think so as well.
yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting idea, definitely, but I don't know. At this point in the game, you might as well do as much damage as you can, trying to take out Ryzel, because the thing about Bruno is the moment Bruno has a Haas Claw, damage is not enough. Continuous damage has to be the thing, because if it's just burst, he will just heal it back up.
Zone right now finds the right spot. He does find the right spot to land his ultimate down. Luke will also go down. There's nothing that you can do below his key to prevent the inevitable from happening. Team Homeboys takes 2 kills, and also alongside with that turret, Zorn keep doing Zorn things. Recall after recall, Geek Fam emotes.
Oh man, another bad fight from Geek Fam. Ill-advised. I think that every time the Minotaur is there, that's like red lights for the Joy.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing, man. Zorn right now is doing Zorn things. Now we can see he's getting a little bit comfortable on the world stage. 9,000 gold lead. If I was him, I would be feeling very comfortable as well. And now Homeboys, they're just securing the Lord because no one can really contest. And this is more of the playstyle that I was looking forward to see when Homeboys is playing, because the name of the game for them is River Control, and they've been able to establish the entire game. And
That's
I don't
annoying.
know, Geek Fam at this point with the options that they have, it is a very tricky question. What are they gonna do?
Defend. Get to minute 23.
Hey, you know what? 30 minutes away. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's just 30 minutes.
That's,
have all the time in the world.
the only condition I've seen. Wow, an immortality for the Joy. At this stage of the game.
It looks like he wants to make a sacrificial play. I'm not so sure if that's the right idea.
Maybe, but right now we can see that the land is lava. Look at Team Homeboys are just taking look into that bad decision or bad position. Zorn is trying to use his ultimate, and he does land a really good ultimate, but just to take that one inhibitor turret down. Also, a second inhibitor turret is already down for Team Homeboys. Again, minimum amount of casualties, the best use out of it.
Yep. I think that's actually a win. Like typically, when you get the first Lord, you just win. You would just win the map, get outer turrets. The fact that they got 2 inhibitors at 11 minutes, I take that as a massive W for the Malaysian team.
Yeah, sacrificing Zorn, I take that sacrifice all day, every day. Zorn dying for 2 turrets, that's great. That's amazing. And now Chibi, it looks like he does understand the matchup. It's like, okay, going up against a Joy is not going to be good for me.
Yeah.
So I'm out of here. If my team ain't around, I'm not playing the game.
Yep. Okay. I think that eventually Homeboys will just be able to finish up, especially when the Lord does a dash. That means that they might get the turret dash, I mean.
Oh, nail. What the damage. Look at the goal difference. It's a different game for Team Geek.
Yep. Not even enough.
Yeah, okay, here's the thing. I don't want to say anything because we've seen comebacks of 10,000 gold lead and stuff, so it's possible. It's in the realm, it's in the world that I live in, all right? So Homeboys right now, they can make mistakes, okay? I call it the Malaysian troll. When we're doing so well, we got to make the game more interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a boomerang. We throw the game, and then hopefully we get it back in our side. But
Would you believe me when I say that there are unthrowable games?
Do you think this is an unthrowable game?
For Homeboys?
I think so.
Here's the thing. When I say something good, something bad happens. I'm not going to say anything.
So wait, you are trying to use your curse as a blessing for Team Homeboys.
I like that you're learning on the job.
Yeah, I'm catching up.
So, I'm interested because Yasu, you mentioned that you agree. But there are unthrowable games. I think this is an unthrowable game for Homeboys.
Yeah.
I cannot think of a way for them to
lose
this.
all that.
I mean, so obviously, if you just literally stand in front of your opponents and just mess up, obviously you will lose it. But let's just say that naturally they make, 3 mistakes. I still think that they're strong. Until the 23-minute mark, though.
Well, 13K in 13 minutes. What do you call that?
I call that
Dominating game, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 minute, 1K gold lead per minute. It's pretty high. It's a
Yes.
mountain. That's Everest.
And at this point, I'm pretty high. Right now, Homeboys going up against Geek Fam. Homeboys definitely have the advantage here. Zorn's probably looking for a good setup. The Lord is here. Zorn goes in. No one's there.
Zorn can go in. He still have that flicker. He didn't yet use his flicker. He did now use his flicker. We were happy, but now we are thrilled. Look at Team Homeboys. They are trying to get inside the base, but the defense is just solid. A solid defense. I don't know. How did they do it, Team Geek Fam?
Hey, Wolf, could you text me how much Munton is paying? I'm going to double that for you to not talk.
Why Munton? I mean,
Let me just pay you enough so you don't talk.
You probably
You
know
were
how,
talking about unthrowable games?
you probably know how much Munton is paying me because he's also paying you. So come on, man.
I'll double it. Just shut up.
Hey.
Oh. So does
Can we
that
shake on that?
does that make me an analyst?
I mean, you can be whatever you want to be, Habibi. It's all right with me. It's just that whenever you talk about unthrowable game and that happens.
I gotta say that wasn't a throw at all from
Okay,
Homeboys.
okay. Then
Yeah,
what was
okay.
that? Wasting time.
That was just the strength of the Lilia.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In full. Yeah.
See, so that's one of the situation. It wasn't a mistake. It was an outplay. Right? A boy
agree.
was just doing
I
his
agree.
job. A boy that will forever be a boy. That's what we call Peter Pan.
Yeah, and that's a fun fact. What's also a fact is that Nail can go down if Zorn wants it to be, but he still leave him to live and see another dawn.
They get to secure the purple buff, which is perfect for Nail. That's about 1 minute and 30 seconds, as he's gonna be very happy, but they are still trailing behind.
Okay, now that they're trailing behind, we do see that they do kind of have the damage to kill members of Homeboy. So I kind of feel like for Geek Fam to win this game, it is really about trying to play mind games against Homeboys. Try to make it look like, oh no, we're in a bad situation, and the Homeboys just overcommits, and then you just eventually get a kill. There were moments where we see Zorn trying to force an engage, and even though he can get 3-man knockups, 4-man knockups, maybe even a 5-man knockup, that's like a signal for Homeboys to go in, but it could legit be a trap being set up by Geek Fam. So I kind of feel like, don't think that this is a game that Geek Fam loses. There is a way for them to win.
Yeah, I agree. But then again, at the same time, you know,
Wolf,
I keep
Wolf,
thinking.
Wolf, talk about Geek Fam. Don't talk about Homeboys.
Okay. Well, Geek Fam, it's almost impossible for them to win. Just kidding. Yeah.
It apparently is not impossible for them to come back in this game because the longer time, or the longer the game goes, the possibility of Team Geek Fam to come back is real.
I'm just saying, Wolf, don't make me result to violence, you know?
Yeah, I won't.
We're friends. Let's
We're
keep it that
friends.
way. Let's keep it that way. Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, they don't have Baloyski's ultimate, so this should be an easy Lord for Homeboys. What do you want? What
Yeah,
did I
so
say?
do play-by-play.
Okay, right now we can see that Zorn is not doing absolutely anything. And here's we
Look
see
at
the
what
lag.
happens when
Oh, hey
Yasu
boy,
talks.
hey boy, hey boy. He is just a boy. Let him be, Zorn. He does let him be. Team Homeboys, look at Luke with the penalty zone. Zorn right now is trying to escape. He still have a lot of HP and he manages to escape and go back. A lot of these team fights just ends without any casualties.
Do you see what happens when Yasu talks?
What?
And you saw what happened when you talk?
Yeah, I mean, like, they forced
You're public enemy number 1, not private. Public.
Ooh.
True. But
so with that Lord coming,
Look,
is
like
there
I
a
told you.
possibility?
Okay, what did you tell me? What did you tell me? Be an analyst.
Number one, I'm not an Indonesian.
All right.
So,
Okay, fair enough.
As far as we know. As far
As far as you know, yes. Ako orang Filipina. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. So why do you think that I would favor?
Oh, look at Chippy. Chippy is interrupting this conversation to just jump in, and they might just find that finish. Zorn still have his ultimate. Zorn might go in, and look at Team Geek. They are trying to reach that back line. Nail manages to split Team Homeboys apart. Razel might find the base. Razel did find the base. Look at the base. Look at the base. Look at the base. It's down. It is down, and everything has went down. We can see here that that Team Homeboys was sharp as a sword, focused as the laser.